I love interacting with the kids. It's a very important time in their life. They're transitioning from boys to young men and women. They still need to learn how to get along with each other, respect each other, interact with each other, interact with adults. That's going to be part of their life in the business world. So I try to instill in them that is so important to learn how to interact and get along with your peers. It's a very crucial time for them, and I like being a part of it.
He's just as much of an educator as any of the teachers here on campus, probably even more so because he can get real with the kids more than a teacher can in the classroom.
And it goes definitely beyond the just get to class on time because you're gonna need to get to work on time once you graduate. He's taught me so much just like about life. Like one of the biggest things that I think he's taught me is that you get out what you put in. So I always see him going above and beyond just his security job. He's always walking around and checking on kids, and if somebody has a problem, he will sit down and drop whatever he's doing to help you.
He brings a comfort to the staff and to the students. Everyone knows he takes his job very seriously, but he also knows how to put his arm around a kid when he needs to, or an arm around a staff member when they're going through something, and be a positive influence for them. And
I went through a lot of like personal things that were really affecting me, and so I would walk onto campus with my head down. I didn't want to talk to anybody, and Ron would always come up to me every morning as soon as I walked through the gate, and it was, "Hi Mackenzie, good morning." And it immediately brings a smile to my face, and it immediately changes my day.
We've recognized the positive things kids do, not just in the classroom, but socially. Some of the small things that maybe a student who is not very popular, not in the mainstream with the athletes or the popular kids, we want to see those kids too, and the positive things that they're doing on campus that most of the time goes unnoticed.
Hellspawn Campus Influencers Breakfast is something that we do every 6 weeks, and that we cook for students. Each of us select two, and we feed the students who are influencing campus in a positive way.
We want to notice those things, we want to recognize those things, and we want to reward those things, positive behavior. We want to make sure these kids know that, hey, people are watching what you do.
When I came to MV, I knew what a role model was, but I didn't really have one. Like everyone says their parents, but honestly, it was my parents and Ron. He stepped in and just filled that role of my dad. Now I see him as a role model. He's basically grown me into the young man I am today, and it just means a lot.
My kids have learned that Ron is much more than a security. He really is like a father of Murrieta Valley, to be honest, because he knows what these kids have gone through. He saw his own kids go through some tough times, which at the same time, I think Ron now sees the MV kids, all 2,300 of them, as his kids.
My coworkers, my teammates, they've taught me to do the job in the right way, positive way. There's so many things to learn when you come into this environment. Dealing with students, you're dealing with the public. They have just been a great mentor to me. They still are. I still learn things every day, each and every day from them.
Being 6'5" with a handlebar mustache, he's intimidating from a distance. But when you get to know him, I'm not gonna say he's a big old teddy bear, but he's definitely somebody who you can lean on when you need, and he will always be there to support anybody whenever he's called upon.
Ron has always been there for me. He's always been there for my classroom. I could always count on Ron to help me out. And that's what I appreciate about him.
He's just really one of my best friends here on campus, and I just love him to death.
I think he definitely has made this campus a better place, way more positive, way more uplifting, and he makes it feel like a family.